Hello and welcome. My name is Andrea, and today I will guide you through the integration solution overview, and we will focus on Salesforce and Microsoft Dynamics 365 integrations. First and foremost, we want to highlight the fact that Rapidi has pre-built data integration solutions for customers. So as part of this pre-built data integration solutions, we have the mapping templates, which are always ready to be used by customers who want to integrate their systems. Those mapping templates have been created based on best practices, recommendations, and the system's requirements. So they have been created with all the necessary configurations so that customers can use them and transfer their data correctly from one system to another. The mapping templates are a great idea when you do want to speed up the integration process and you want to benefit from that integration. By using the mapping templates, then you can definitely start testing really fast, and then you are able to move into production very soon. So it's a way to save time, and it's a really good way to speed up the entire process and be able to get value out of your integration. Now, speaking of the pre-built mapping templates, so as you can see here on the screen, we will talk specifically about Salesforce and the Microsoft Dynamics 365 ERPs. Here on the screen, you will see the most common scenarios in what we usually see. Between Salesforce and the Microsoft Dynamics ERPs, there is a specific set of data that's being transferred. First, we have accounts. So accounts and customers can be transferred back and forth and can also be updated. So if you decide to transfer the customer data from your ERP to Salesforce, you can do that, and then the other way around. And also updates. The same thing happens for contacts. When it comes to contacts, you can decide to create them either in your CRM or in your ERP. You'll be able to do that via the mapping templates. And the same happens when you want to update them. Then we have items. In your ERP, you will have your new items created, updated, and your prices for them. So you can send all this information to Salesforce and make sure that everything that you have in your ERP is also available in your CRM. Then we have opportunities. In Salesforce, as soon as you have a closed won opportunity, you want to convert that into a sales order. So you can do that via Rapidi, via the mapping templates. As soon as you have the opportunity in that specific stage, that will be the trigger for Rapidi to transfer it to your ERP and create a new sales order. And then, of course, in your ERP, you will have sales orders, ledger entries, invoices, and credit memos. So all those records and transactions can be transferred to Salesforce and associated with that specific customer. So in this way, you will be able to see a full overview with regards to all your customers. So the mapping templates and the data flows that you see here are the most common ones. So if you have a standard process, you can use them as they are, and you will be able to go live very soon. If you have a more customized process, then you don't need to worry. You can definitely use the mapping templates as they are as a starting point and adjust them according to your needs. They can be adjusted, they can be modified, you can add more custom fields to them, you can add anything that you need. Of course, the intention is to provide these mapping templates to all customers so then they can speed up the process and be able to spend more time on testing and moving into production. Now, we have talked about the mapping templates and how they are being set up and configured, but then one question remains: how does your data look like in Salesforce? So let's take a look at that. So here we have one customer. This customer has been transferred from Business Central to Salesforce. And here you would have all the customer related information. You have the account number, you would have the customer type, industry, contact information, the address, billing, shipping, or any other information that's important to you. Of course, you might have different requirements in your Salesforce environment, but those can be adjusted accordingly. So you have the customer, so that's good. But then next, you do want to see the transactions which are associated with this customer. Here you'll have the sales orders, we have the ledger entries, and then the sales history, which consists of invoices and credit memos. So we have this customer here, and we also can see a full list of sales orders. So for example, we can take a look at one of them and see what we have here. Here you would have the sales order details, everything that you need to have on a sales order. So you have the customer information, the payment terms, the amounts, and very important, the products which are associated with this order. So this gives you enough information about the order, the customer, and everything that's related to this specific sales order. And of course, if there are any changes in your ERP with regards to this order, those changes will be reflected in Salesforce as well via the Rapidi integration. Now, for example, we can take a look at ledger entries. Let's say we want to check this payment record. Again, this has been transferred from Business Central to Salesforce. So you can see information such as the entry number, the document type, document number that's linked to it, amount, status, posting date, and so on and so forth. So then you get all the information that you need, so you know exactly what's the status of this customer. And then we have sales history. So here you would see a full list of invoices and credit memos. In all cases, you can also transfer historical data. If you say, okay, I'm starting the integration now, but then I also want to get historical data, meaning invoices from 2 years ago. You can definitely do that. Those can be transferred easily via Rapidi. Now, let's look at one invoice. So we have this invoice here, and we get to see all the information, the customer, sell to customer, bill to customer, and of course, amounts, the currency, and of course all the relevant information for this particular invoice, and very important, the invoice lines, these being the products which are associated with this invoice. So it's very easy to see what's the status of that, and then, as I mentioned before, any update will be reflected in Salesforce. So as soon as new invoices or orders are being created in your ERP, they will also be transferred here, and they will be listed here under each section. So this will give you a good insight into the financial situation of this customer. Now, I hope that the review has been very descriptive for you. And of course, if you have any questions or if you have any concerns or doubts, you can definitely reach out to us by going to our website or by filling out our form on the website directly. You can check the solution overviews that we have, the case stories, and the our own Wikipedia. So you have different types of documents and fact sheets that you can check if you want to know more about the integration itself and how things are being set up. And thank you for watching. And as I mentioned, any questions, any doubts, feel free to reach out. We will be more than happy to help.